Please be advised that this video may attract the attention of your cats, dogs, birds, and small humans.
Hi everyone, Christopher here, and welcome back to another episode of Fossil Forward Finds. We have a postcard topical video for you today. I've been trying to make this video for a while, but every time I go to start filming this, I end up buying more for the video, which I did this time too, but we're just saying screw it and rolling with it anyways. And today, we're talking about Squeaker Postcards. Garak's watching right now. I love Garak. Well, I do love Garak, but that's not what I meant to say. I love Squeaker Postcards. So in this video, I'm going to show you some that I have in my personal collection, some that I'm going to be listing probably today, maybe tomorrow. And then we'll take a look at Peak and eBay and see, are these worth picking up when you see them? Let's go. Alright, so you sometimes hear me complain about customers who do not read before they purchase something. Well, I'm here to tell you that I did that myself. No fault of the seller, who had everything quite clearly labeled. This Squeaker postcard is clearly not in good shape, but I figured I would keep it because it is sort of a teaching tool. You can see how it's put together here. It's basically two separate postcards. They put the Easter front here, and they just grabbed another back here. And you can see there's got a little spring in there. This would have been sealed up all the way around, and then the hole is right there. Obviously, this one doesn't function now, but serves a purpose, I suppose. All right, here's a cool one that I'm going to be listing soon. I believe I got it on Whatnot, though I don't remember from who at the moment. Let's see, it's unused. It's got a tux back there, a pinch and squeak. And let's see. In here, it still works. So, I Sphinx, I'm Forgotten. Got a little Egyptian theme there, which I like picking up anyways, even if it wasn't a squeaker. Says Oilette there on the front. Agnes Richardson. So I think this one has potential to be pretty neat. Pretty good one. As you can imagine, these two are staying in my personal collection. So this is a Continental sized one. So it is probably newer, 1971 there. Let's see if we still work. Maybe? Oh. Sort of work. A little sad sounding. That's that one. This one, it's interesting. So this is your standard size. One thing I'll point out is a lot of the Squeaker cards do show this heavy creasing because of that spring inside. Especially if it was used, postally used. But this one's cool. It's got, they're not really googly eyes because they don't move, but little 3D eyes there, and then obviously we squeak. This one actually wasn't used, but it's still kind of in rough shape, but I like it because of the eyes. Alright, here's another Continental size one. This time we got a bird. I think I got this one from Dave F. Brother on Whatnot. I think it was in his Buy It Now, but this one, I don't know if you've ever been around some parrots, pet birds. Yeah. That's not too far off for some of these. So I like that one a lot. So that'll be an interesting one to look up. Mind you, I don't know what these are going to go for. I haven't really researched squeakers in a while. We'll do that later on in the video. But I will say I've had some listed for a long time, and I don't think I've ever sold one. So let that mingle. All right, these two I got from Dater Cottage in my last trip in September, I think it was. I'm pretty sure I showed these in the haul video. But here we got a pinup one, which of course pinups can do well anyways. She sounds a little rough. Here's the back there, unused. But yeah, pinups, squeak the pinups. And then fire trucks, as I've mentioned before, can be good. They're certainly collectible, and this one's really cute. Got the Dalmatian on there. works really well, fairly clean for what it is. So I'm excited to look this one up, see if we can find any information on this. I would not be surprised if this goes to my Dalmatian buyer on the West Coast, but we shall see. Okay, and while I normally see people and pets and things like that, as most of the squeakers, you can get them in holiday form as well. So I got all 5 of these in one lot on Whatnot. See, hear that one squeaks a little bit. Merry Christmas. This one's a pretty similar scene. A little different squeak. This one's rough. Yeah, it doesn't really squeak anymore. That's too bad. I don't know if they really sell well without the squeaking. That one's a little quiet. And then this last one's nice, a little gold gilt here. But also fairly quiet, so. All right, that I believe is all the squeakers I have. I do have 3 more on the way. If they make it here before I post the video, then I'll add them to the clips here. But if not, then I'll just have to show you later. Alrighty, now that we've taken a look at some of the squeaker postcards I have, let's take a look at Terapeak to see what we're working with here. So on Terapeak, if you type in squeaker postcard, it says there's 335 listed at present. So not a lot on the market, with a sell-through rate of 4.83%. And so not many have sold. This is 1 page worth of solds in the last 90 days. And I will tell you, 2 of them are my own purchases. So let's take a look. I pulled out a few here. But before that, let's see. Average sold price is $14 with a range anywhere from $3 to $75. So a bit of a spread. This is the highest grossing squeaker postcard in the last 90 days. Not surprisingly, it is a Disney one. Got Jiminy Cricket on there. As you can see, like I pointed out with some of my cards, you tend to get a lot of creasing in these, so they don't look the greatest in many cases. This one's even got a rough spot up there. I don't know. Personally, I would always put somewhere whether or not these work or not. Squeaker does work. There we go. I would probably put it in the item condition. Let's see, I have it there. Yeah, I would put it in the item condition, maybe in the title if you have the space. But nice card there. I have not seen that in squeaker form or non-squeaker form, so that's pretty neat. Let's see, another Disney. This one I feel like could have gone for more if they maybe started the auction higher. But even still, $14.50. Was that the? That wasn't the second highest, but that was the 5th highest sold. So you see, there's quick drop in prices here already. One thing I'll mention while I'm here, they have ground advantage shipping. That's personally how I would ship these. The 2 that I received, I think, were just sent in a regular paper envelope, and they did arrive fine. But considering this has a, squishing mechanism that I think is part of the selling factor, I would put it in a box and protect it better personally. But you do you. Let's see, anything on condition here? I don't see whether it works or not, but it doesn't look too bad. Condition, certainly better condition than the Jiminy Cricket one. But yeah, I would have thought Disney plus Cats would have had a higher end price. But all right, well, I did have a pinup squeaker postcard. Of course, mine's not Betty Page, so that'll probably make a big difference. But this one did sell for $24 on offer. Pretty good condition there. So, I think that was the second or third highest postcard. This one I pulled out because I thought it was interesting for a couple reasons. One, it's googly-eyed alligator plus a squeaker, so that's pretty nifty. But I actually have this card. I recently just picked it up. As I'm frozen here. There we go. I recently just picked it up on Whatnot, but the one I have is a mechanical. So, do I have it handy? Right. So I did get this guy recently from Ozark. As you can see, there's a little pull tab here. and it opens his jaw. So I haven't decided if I'm going to keep that one or not because I don't have a mechanical in my collection, but I may try to just sell it at this point. But anyways, at least the Squeaker version goes for about $13 at least, so not too bad. And that's pretty good, you know, assuming anyone even looks at the second picture. It's pretty clear that that works. And then you also have it in the title. I personally would also add a video, which I will be doing to mine, so people can get a better idea of how well it squeaks. Because as we've determined, the squeak varies. All right, this is one that I bought, as I showed you. So paid $4 plus shipping on this one. Nothing too fancy there. And this is, oh, no, I didn't get this one, but this one is cute. Big old green, like glass eyes kind of thing going on here. Sold for $13.50. A lot of them that have sold in the past 90 days were cats. Cats are, of course, popular. Also, I bought a couple of them. This was the other one I bought, as you saw. So, $3.25 on that one. All right, and here's a few that are currently listed. Now, this one, there's a purple robe Santa, which even in regular postcard form, these can be pretty valuable. It's priced at $200. How long has this one been up? Let's see. Listing price. By the way, it's been up since September of 2024. So it's been up for a little while. It's got a couple watchers on it. But what's interesting is when you go and read the description on this one, Squeaker no longer works, and the card has started to separate, so it's starting to delaminate, as you can see there. Sort of like my Easter one that I showed you. So I don't know that it's going to go anywhere near that price for it not working. If it was working, maybe. But I don't know. What do you guys think? And here's another Santa. This one's $125. This one's been up since 2022. Oops, where are we going? Here we are. Single watcher on this one. Could have a better title, probably. And what are we looking at? Squeaker doesn't work again. I don't think. And card is separating. I guess maybe a common issue with these. It's only the one picture. Yeah. If I was going to try to get that price, I'd definitely have more pictures, a video, and so forth. All right, another Disney, Chip and Dale on a monorail. Nice card there. This one looks to be in pretty good condition, actually. 109. This one has 5 watchers, so Disney definitely has a bit more of a draw. Here's another one. Listed at 70 with 3 watchers. Also seems to be in fairly good condition. I don't see anything about whether or not it works or not. So, which could be, big question. Let's see. We already did that one. We're almost to the end here. Another kitty. I have seen these as real photo postcards as well. I'm not sure if this one is. But you can see this one's listed for $2. Doesn't work. And it's still sitting. And then Dalmatian. It's a very sad looking Dalmatian with the little glass eyes, googly eyes. Not sure if that one works. But again, only $5 on this one. So I guess, so the question is, would I pick up Squeaker Postcards on purpose for resale? I think for one, they definitely have to work. And they're not, and the price has to be reasonably decent, $1 or $2 or less, because they don't sell for that great if they're not a interesting topic. So anyways, that's enough for now. I'm going to go and get working on listing these Squeaker Postcards. Let me know what you think. Do you like Squeaker Postcards? Do you have any in your collection? And we'll catch you on the next video.